Hello, you gorgeous people, wonderful people, many, many, many people. How are you today? Today I'm talking about a number of subjects. This actual video goes out to Astri Groth. Astri, she hasn't asked a question, but what she said was in the video, in the comments of the video, which made me laugh. She said, "Your videos need to be longer. All right, I want to listen to you more." Now, that won't be the case. I'm not going to make longer videos. This one's going to be longer for Astri, but I like to keep them short because we're all busy people. We've all got busy lives, and I understand that looking at a video that's an hour and a half long, you think, I don't think I'll bother. I don't think I'll even bother starting. Sometimes, it can put people off. But if something's 10 minutes long, 8 minutes long, 12 minutes long, that's manageable. I also want to take this opportunity to thank everybody who watches these videos and who comments as well. All of the comments are so wonderful. They inspire me. They give me the motivation to keep on going. So thank you very much for that. I really do appreciate it. And everyone's so supportive of this. Very nice. So, first thing, what am I going to talk about? Well, I'll talk about some conversations I've had with the Emissaries. And they've been wonderful lately. They really have. And they're always wonderful, but they've been especially wonderful this time. So, first of all, I was running and I was saying to them, what's going on? Last night, I don't know whether you have this. I have moments of elation where I'm elated. I'm like, way, everything's wonderful. And then I feel wobbly again. Like, ooh, I'm a bit wobbly, wobbly. What's happening? So I thought, well, let's have it out with them. I'll have it out with them. So I said, so what's going on? Like, I feel elated and on top of the world, and then I'm wobbly. And they said, well, it's all to do with the way that the energies come in. So the energy comes in, you feel wobbly, and then it settles down and you feel elated because it's taken you up. So that's all that's happening. It's very simple. And I said, so are we doomed? Are we all doomed to go from wobbly to elated to wobbly to elated to wobbly to elated? Is this what we're going to have going forward? And they said, no, it's not going to be like this, because soon we're going to get to a point where we're going to go from good to better, and then from better to great, and then from great to phenomenal, and then from phenomenal to ecstatic, on fire. Okay? Because they said what's going to happen, as we mentioned this before, we're going to become accustomed to this energy, and the energies are only going to get higher and higher, and we're going to move up frequency, and as we do that, we're going to feel better and better and better. And the way that you can help that process is by actually saying that. When people are asking you how you are, you say, I'm fantastic, I'm phenomenal, I'm on fire. And it reminds me of years ago, people used to get really, really angry with me sometimes. Not everybody, just the odd person, the odd weirdo. When I used to say, how are you? I used to go, oh, I'm fantastic. Oh, you're always fantastic, you. I just think you're making it up. Okay? Maybe I was quite often. They say fake it till you make it. And this is a spell that we're casting. When somebody says to you, how are you? You say, I'm fantastic. Right, you're feeling a bit wobbly. Doesn't matter. You say, I'm fantastic. I'm on fire. If I were any hotter, I'd be on fire. Yeah? So that's how you help this process. You actually put yourself in the place that you want to be. Talk about being where you want to be. And do it out loud. It's easy because people are always asking how you are. You tell them that you are wonderful, that you couldn't be better. I'm at the maximum. This is incredible. Life's wonderful. Yeah, that's what you do to help this getting away from being wobbly and then ooh. Yeah. So we need to move up the scale a bit. It's going to happen anyway. It's going to happen naturally. But you can speed it along. Remember, everything that we say is we bring about. Everything we say. When you say to somebody, the Brits are terrible at this. They say, how are you today? And you go, well, not too bad. Yeah. So I stop people when they say that and I say, hang on a minute, so you're saying you're bad, you're just not too bad, but you're bad. Yeah? Wrong thing. Don't tell people what you're not. Never tell people what you're not. Tell them what you are. I'm wonderful. I'm great. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Yeah? Feeling wonderful. That's the way to do it. And so I went on to say to them, so tell me, when will this be over? When will this all be over? Because I'm getting a bit weary. I said to them, when will I see the nice bit? And I've had some really humorous exchanges with them lately, and they said, this is the nice bit. You're in the nice bit. Doesn't get any nicer than this. Now, I think they were being ironic, all right? Because nice, I can use many words to describe what's happening. Interesting, fascinating, yeah, thrilling, but nice, not sure about that. Not sure about that. But they were only laughing anyway. Well, obviously, this is a great bit. This is the bit that we're going to talk about forever. But I said, so will I get to see it? I mean, I was being very selfish with my questions. Will I get to see the nice bit? Will I get to see it? And they said, yes, you will. However, you'll see some of it, but it's going to go on for many lifetimes beyond this lifetime. So remember, this is the process of a long time. I mean, the cycle, I don't know how, is it 64,000 years or 128,000 years? There's an awful lot of years going on in the full cycle. So 64,000 years in the age of light. So there's plenty to be going at. So yes, they said, I will see something. That means if I see it, then you're going to see it. Because I've seen the age bracket. You're all about my age, roundabout. So if I'm going to see it, you're going to see it. We're all going to see it. At least the beginning of it, which is lovely. And I remind you that Robert, I can't remember his surname, the astrologer here from Spain, says that on the 15th of December, we start, the golden age starts. So that's the beginning. Remember, so we're here and we've been tipped like this into the baddie bit. Yeah, and now we're just about, but that once, because you'll not notice anything on the 15th, I guarantee, nothing will change, right? But we're exactly balanced, and then off we go, and it just gets progressively better. So that's good, isn't it? So we'll see something, and I think whatever, look, let's be honest, anything is going to be better than what we've got now, isn't it? You know, any improvement, and if you imagine, it's going to be constant improvement. And so it's only going to get better and better. And I don't think it's going to happen like in a whoosh. I really don't think it's going to be a whoosh. It's going to be incremental, because that's the way that it changes like this until it gets so absolutely fucking marvelous that we don't know what to do with ourselves. And then it gets gradually worse again, So I think it's like that. That's what we do. Yeah. So I don't think we get a big whoosh, but I think we'll see some really interesting things going forward. And then I said to them, the reason I'm asking is that I'm getting a bit tired of all of this. I hope you don't mind me saying, getting a bit tired of all of this. The plan/demic, and then the war, and then the pox, and then the change of the climate. It's like never ending, isn't it? It's like never ending. And they said, but wait a moment. Don't you think it's strange? Because I sometimes it's overwhelming. Like I think, oh, for God's sake, can you just give us a little bit of a break? And they said, don't you think it's strange that they are deploying all of their weapons all at once? Everything. I mean, the only thing that's missing is the blue beam thing. But hey, that's just around the corner. You just know it is. You can just tell. So they said they're deploying all assets. Okay, that were their words. Deploying all assets. And what they were saying was that they are. What happened was this. They were totally unified with the plan/demic. Totally. The world was unified. And the countries that weren't were silenced. So for as much as we knew, everybody was in exactly the same situation. They were completely unified. They were in lockstep. Yeah. And it worked. And because of that, it worked. They really did get what they wanted at the beginning. But then what happened was, and they didn't expect it, what happened was everything they were doing was waking people up. They didn't expect that. That's what the emissary said to me. They didn't expect that. That came as a big surprise to them. They thought that it would be, the humankind would be much more pliable. They certainly did not assume that they were going to wake people up. And so what happened was that, like, what do? You go, oh my God, we've done this and it's woken people up. Then they started to go into panic. And so what happens is, it's like if you've got a gun, you're being attacked, you're in panic, you just go willy-nilly firing it off. And that expression was the expression that the emissaries used. I think they probably give me the feeling and I put the words in it, but they said they are deploying their assets willy-nilly. There's no coordination. They're not coordinated. So you've got Canada who's still messing about with the card and the travel and everything like that. Other countries have completely taken everything away. Some countries are really pushing the pox. Other ones don't even want to know about it. It's just a total and utter fiasco. Yeah. So they were saying that the reason for that is that they've lost the coordination. They're in panic. And so they just use it. They've got a plan. This plan's been laid out for a long time. And so they're just doing the plan. Let's just do the plan. Let's everybody do, but they're not doing it in time. And it has no strength. Because when one place is saying the pox be upon you, and then another place is going, well, actually, no, we're not even going to talk about it. We prefer the change, talking about how hot it is. It's a disaster. There's no unity. Yeah? So that is what's happening right now. And as we're seeing, what's happened is they've lost the element of fear. Remember, fear is the element that they use. It has to be. Fear is the only thing that controls people. And they've lost it. People are weary. People are tired of being fearful. There's only so much adrenaline that your body can give you. There's only so much of the negative drugs. When somebody smokes crack, like Hunter Biden, for example, when somebody smokes crack, the very first time that they smoke it, the body goes, yeah, have the, wow, it's incredible. Same as heroin. Any of these excessively strong drugs. It's incredible. But instantly that happens, the body goes, I don't want you up there ever again, I'll just turn that down. And so you never actually reach the high like you do the first time. The body won't allow it. It wants to take care of you. Well, it's the same with fear. You can get there the first time, and the second time, and the third time. You just know when you watch a horror movie now. We watch it and we go, there's a scare jump coming. Yeah, there you are. I knew it was a scare jump. We anticipate. And we're not scared anymore. And this is because we've normalized it. This is where they are. They have played their cards, which I'm going to talk about right now. They've played the cards too quickly, too fast. And they've tried to milk more fear than we actually have the capacity to feel. Yeah. So that's where they are. In chaos. In panic. Blind panic. And with no coordination. Just what we want. Just what we fucking want. Is it not? So just today I was out for a run again. I stopped to write down what the emissaries have been telling me. So what happens is I talk to them out loud when I'm running. They tell me stuff and I go, oh my God, I've got to write this down. And then I stop and I get my phone out and I've got a little pen on my phone and I write it down. So when I stopped today, it was 11:11 exactly when I stopped. I thought, I'll take that as a good sign. That was the right thing. This is important information. So as I was running, I was talking to them and I said, so how many are you today? The reason I asked that is that because they've explained to me that they change in number, but it's not really a number that they change. It's more like in size, depending on the work that they've got to do. So they've said to me, sometimes we are one, sometimes we are many. So I just thought, let's see what they say. So I said, how many are you today? And they said, we are many today. I said, why are you many? And they said, because we have much work to do. We have much work to do. And I said, what work? What's happening? Something big happening? And they said, yes. They said, we are in the period where there is much work to do with the people here on this earth because of the speed of the awakening that's happening. Okay, they said that we're in the middle of a big push, a big shift. That's what they said, a big shift. Why? Because mankind is being pushed into a corner. That's what they said. Mankind is being pushed into a corner. The corner that they're being pushed into is go along with this or reject this. Accept or reject. Yeah? And they were saying that what's happening is that we have, because of the way that the baddies are having to play all the cards, like the lot, they're having to put all the plan into action far too quickly and totally with no coordination. But what they were saying was, before, the system was, and you've seen this so many times, they have two sets of cards. The first set of cards, which is always very acceptable and very understandable. So they say, they play a card which says all women should have the equal rights with men. And everybody, of course, says, absolutely, that's exactly right. They go, well, and all gay people should have exactly the same rights as anybody. And you say, absolutely, why not? You know. So the first set of cards that they play is always the one that get people to say yes, so they can pass some law. Yeah. The problem is, when you look at the law, all of the stuff that they don't tell you is shocking. It's like, what? And you want to stop this and allow this and go blah blah blah. So what's happening is they've played all of the first set of cards. Everyone's been saying, yeah, no problem, yeah, let's do that, yeah. We want to make things greener? Absolutely, why not? Let's take care of the planet, yeah, all of that. Now they're on the second set of cards, which is, now you've got to give minorities precedence over everything. Now white people are bad. Now, you know, and so we're getting now men who want to be women can be women and can compete with women, against women, and it's absolute. And if you say anything, you're a bad person. And so they keep playing the second set of cards. That's what the emissaries were saying. And the second set of cards is, this is the reality. This is really what we've always wanted. And so what's happening is that humankind, pushed into a corner, now are seeing the second set, which is extreme, which is ridiculous, which is bizarre. And they have a choice, which is, okay, then I'll go with that, or no, I won't go with that. Okay? And this is why we're in this big wave of awakening. That's what they say. And that's why they are many. They've got a lot of work on. That's what they say. And I was saying, so when you're many, are the many, many individual souls? And they said, no. When we are many, we are one. Okay? Don't know quite how it works up there. So I said, can you explain that a bit better? They said, imagine a computer. He said, they said, when we have a lot of work, we become bigger. We become a bigger computer. And we have more CPU, we have more processing power because we need to deal with more things. And then when we don't, we become smaller and we have less processing power. That's it. So it isn't, they said there isn't that beings come in and join and, you know, they're all like a gang. It's like a one energy thing. But sometimes it's big and sometimes it's small. Yeah. And right now it's big. It's a big bugger because lots and lots of people are waking up. Lots and lots of people. We really, really are not the minority, not in any way that we've been over the last few years. I've mentioned it before. When I woke up, like those 16 years ago or whatever, I did feel alone. I really did. I mean, I was with my wife, thank God, we woke up together, but I did feel rather alienated from the rest of mankind. Now I'm getting a different feeling, and the emissaries are telling me that it's different. There's something afoot. There's something cooking, yeah. And I think that, I heard Mark Atwood talking about. He said we're on the cusp, yeah, and that's exactly the feeling that I get. That we really are on the cusp of something. This shift, and maybe it's because we're getting toward, the actual hitting the flat balance of being in the age of the golden age, in the age of light. Maybe it's that, because after that, what happens when we start tipping? Everybody's going to fall over to the age of light. Everyone's going to slide down, except the people who hang on with my mask. I'll put my mask on and my gloves and I'll hang on. That's their choice, but they will be the minority. So just hang on, but not on that side. Let go, slide down, but you're already there. You've slid down. You slid down a long time ago. But it's like, just hang on. We're getting there. You just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep doing what you're doing. You don't have to do anything spectacular. Remember, we're here to witness. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep working on yourself. And have faith, truly have faith, that this is in better hands than we could ever manage. This is organised from the top, and we are all just this beautiful part of this dance that's going on. It's a dance. Some people are doing the pogo, some of them are punks, yeah, and some people are waltzing. I'm probably in the middle. I'm a bit of a disco fiend, and I'll be disco dancing my way into the age of light, but not the Bee Gees. I never liked dancing to the Bee Gees. Every now and again for a bit of fun, but no. I like a little bit of real, nice bit of funk going on. I'll funk my way into the new age. Yeah. What way will you dance into the new age? I'll leave that with you. There you are, Astrid. I spoke for longer this time, and next time it'll be shorter, I promise you. And I'm off, and I'll see you all soon. I love you all. Bye-bye.